Chelsea fans, welcome back to Talking Chelsea. Welcome back to a match review where Chelsea have qualified for the Champions League. Champions League nights at Stamford Bridge are going to be a thing next season. What a game. What a last day of results. Chelsea go out and get the job done. Destiny was in our hands and we did it. The one thing I wanted from this game personally was for Chelsea to go get the job done and not have to rely on anyone else's results. And that's exactly what we did today. This young team were nervous. This performance wasn't great, but we don't care because we got it over the line, secured the 3 points, and the bonus of today is other results went our way, so Chelsea finished 4th in the Premier League. We finished 4th and qualified for the Champions League relatively comfortably when you think about how tight things were at the start of today. Unbelievable. Levi Colwill, an absolute banger, by the way. That 6-yard tap-in, that is actually earned us so many millions. What a performance today from a very young, inexperienced, immature, nervous squad today. They got it over the line. And at the end of the game, you could see how much it meant. You had the owners and the board on the pitch celebrating, the players going crazy. They really wanted this. And it was so nice to see. Was the game making everyone a nervous wreck? Yes, it was. Yes, it was, and rightfully so, because there was so much riding on this game. Now, for me personally, we have so many people to thank, so many people to praise. Cucurella, exceptional today. Caicedo, unbelievable today. Tosin, personally, my man of the match. He was amazing. Let's be honest, he was fantastic. Levi Colwill, not only with the winner, but defensively, solid today. Robert Sanchez, clean sheet, wasn't called upon a lot, but when he was there and he swept everything up. Crosses he was collecting, any loose balls that come through, any deflected shots, any shots that come his way, he had safe hands today, and it was an absolutely perfect performance on paper. The first 25-30 minutes, we looked so nervous and couldn't settle into this game. We looked like schoolboys, we looked scared, but defensively we were solid enough to soak up the pressure, not concede anything silly, and we grew into the game. I felt sorry for Neto in the first half. He had no service whatsoever, and Forest played fantastically well. They were pressing very intently, high up, making sure that we were doubled up on in the right areas. Palmer was having no luck. Sancho was having no luck. We bring on Lavia in the second half after we go 1-0 up. We go defensive and we see the game out and we invited the pressure and we was able to deal with it. The one thing that went in our favour that you could consider us being lucky for is Chris Wood missing 3 big chances today, and that doesn't happen this season. He's been in exceptional form all season, scoring 20 goals? He could have had a hat-trick today and he didn't. Forest essentially bottle it. Chelsea take advantage. Newcastle, what happened with those? They secured Champions League, but it didn't look good for a little while. Man United doing us a favour, beating Villa 2-0. We take it. This is what football is all about. And all season, I've been saying to Chelsea fans and other fans, we need to judge Maresca at the end of the season. There is a lot of Chelsea fans right now that owe Maresca a huge apology. A huge apology. A lot of Chelsea fans wanted him out in November, December and January. He secured us Champions League football, which we was expected to do, right? And we had such a poor season, but we managed to do it regardless if it was the last day, regardless if we scraped it, we did it. And that's the main thing. We got it over the line. You can only judge a manager when the season is finished unless you're fighting relegation. And then obviously for a couple of us, you get rid. But we have to judge him now. He's had a full season, and I think he's done wonders for this club this season. Now, you could argue we could have been top. We could have done this. We could have done this. If, buts, and maybes. No, let's deal with the absolutes. Let's deal with the facts. All right? Yes, we missed up chances. Yes, we're inconsistent. Yes, we're a very young squad. But he's managed to pull us together in the second half of the season and ground out results. There was a press conference months ago that Enzo Maresca said that Chelsea need to learn to win 1-0 and see out games. And since he said that in a press conference, Chelsea have gone on and saw out 1-0 wins time and time again when it's absolutely needed. We beat Man United last week 1-0. Were we amazing? No, it was a moment of brilliance, but we saw the game out 1-0. There have been other times as well where we've done this season, and it's so good to see that we can actually see out games 1-0 because that brings a completely different dynamic to our game going into next season. We're going to improve in the summer transfer window. We have a massive final in the midweek, just in the next few days in the Conference League. Regardless of what you think about the competition, it is a European final. We have the confidence off the back of this win, securing Champions League football, going into that final with a strong squad with no injuries other than Jackson. Well, even though he was suspended for Premier League, so even he's back. We have a full squad going into that final, and I am so looking forward to it. What a day, Chelsea fans. I don't want to hear any negativity in my comments today, because today is about celebration. Today is about putting our differences aside and enjoying it for what it is. Chelsea getting it over the line and qualifying for Champions League. Champions League nights are back at Stamford Bridge next season, baby, and we are here for it. This is what we wanted at the start of the season. We said if it isn't top 4, it's a failure. If it isn't top 4, it isn't progress. Well, guess what? It's progress, because we're in a European Cup final, which we're expected to win, which I still want to dismiss because we still have to go out there and earn it. And we secured top 4 and Champions League football. So, are we celebrating or are we celebrating? What a game. It wasn't the most entertaining. Was it nail-biting? Yes. There were some players like Sancho who really struggled today. Don't necessarily think he had a poor game and was awful. I just think he was marked out, and Forest did exceptionally well at nullifying Neto in the first half, nullifying Sancho in that first half, making Caicedo shaky on the ball because of how high and intensely they were pressing. But we grew into the game. We settled, started having patterns of play. Neto misses a big chance in that first half, which, look, if we had an out-and-out 9 there, it would have been 1-0. Chris Wood on any other day would have bagged a hat-trick. So yes, it swings and roundabouts of how lucky we were, but I still think that we fully deserved that win, because the pattern of play, the pressure we put on in that second half, the way we started that second half, we started with so much intensity. We started like we wanted to win the game. The boys looked a lot less nervous. They looked settled into the game. Started, dominating possession and pinging the ball about and trying to create chances. You had people fighting for every ball. Bodies on the line today. The amount of times Cucurella, Sanchez, Colwell, Tosin, Reece James, Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, everyone was getting their body behind the ball to make sure we didn't concede. And look, Forest missed some chances. Yes, they played well in large spells of this game, but Chelsea got it over the line, and that is all that matters. So for every Maresca hater out there, you need to apologise to this man, because whether you like it or not, he has progressed Chelsea based off of last season's performance to now. And I'm not saying that I'm, 100% Maresca in, give him a lifetime contract. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying as an optimistic fan, and always have been a positive outlooking fan who can look at all sides of arguments and have debates, I've said given to the end of the season, I had a very good feeling that Chelsea were going to get Champions League football. Even when we looked absolutely atrocious for that month and a half, and we looked shocking and we couldn't buy a win, I still had a feeling that we were going to do it, whether it was the last game, whether it was, games before, whatever. Yes, we had multiple opportunities to secure second or third this season. Of course we did. But that's football. We didn't. And it was still in our hands today. I'm going to be celebrating like mad tonight, like a lot of Chelsea fans. And I hope that you guys are too, because we deserve it. Anyone that says that we don't deserve Champions League football, give your head a wobble, because we finished 4th in the league, which is a qualifying position. Not 5th, not the extra space that people were saying we were going to, creep into the Champions League. No, the actual traditional top 4 places is where we finished. We deserve the Champions League football, and now we have another game to look forward to in a few days, which is a European Cup final. Regardless if you think if it's tin pot or not, that's another argument for another day. But we have a European final to prepare for. I'm super excited. I will be seeing you for a live watch along. I want to know your thoughts and opinions down below on this game. Who do you think was your man of the match? Who played the best? Who played the worst? Let me know. Are you a Maresca in fan now? He has actually got this over the line. Are you still Maresca out? Let me know genuine reasons why, not just I don't like him, blah, 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 blah. Let me know your thoughts. I love having a conversation with you guys. Thank you for all the love and support on this channel. This season has been a whirlwind, and we're still coming with daily Chelsea content. This community is growing so fast. Thank you so much. If you have watched this video all the way to the end, firstly, you're a real one. I really do appreciate it. Up the Chelsea. And secondly, there'll be a thumbnail appears on the screen. So if you are a Chelsea fan who enjoys Chelsea content, make sure you click that thumbnail, because you'll enjoy that video too. Up the Chelsea. Champions League nights back at Stamford Bridge.